guys, I am ExactChaos and welcome back to another episode of Workers and Resources Soviet Republic. Wow, took me a while to get there. Now, we are trying to get this new town sorted out, and we are quickly finishing the construction of a few other places. Why is this building temperature too low? Let's have a quick look. It's saying something, right? Is this over prescribed? Is it just because it's finished immediately and it's still... No. They're all... Hang on. Let's just double check this quickly. This is one of those things that can get out of hand pretty quickly. Is it coming up? No, they're all pretty chilly. They're all pretty chilly. So what's going on? What is going on? We have something over here that I guess does not have any workers. It has workers. And it has... Is it... I built this so long ago, I have no idea what's going on. So we've got here. It's not... I mean, estimated drain is okay. Here, estimated drain is okay. And then there, estimated drain is a little bit over. Okay, so in total, we should still be okay, right, on these drain numbers. So we obviously need to be a little bit more cautious now, but I don't get why. What's our productivity? Is this wear and tear? It's not under reconstruction. It does have everything it needs. There's no mixed waste piling up. So I don't quite get why this is being a bit of a problem here. Is it too small? Hang on. Let's try and quickly check this. So this has 1,050 cubic meters of hot water, right? This one does 300, 300, and 300, obviously. Right? So, in reality, we should be fine, apart from the fact that I guess we've got one or two drawers over here. That really wouldn't take up much, right? How much is this? What is the tank here? 3. And, ooh, look at all this crime. 3 and... Why is that 840 liters? That's weird. Anyway, we need an extra car here. So let us, while we're troubleshooting stuff again, as per every one of these last episodes, it's just been troubleshooting stuff to try and get us up to speed. Okay, so let's grab an extra car here, and we'll just move it over to this police station in this location, so that we can hopefully do a little bit better there. But I'm still a little bit flabbergasted by this. This should really not be an issue. Is it coming up? I think maybe. Yeah, it is coming up. It's coming up. We'll be okay. We'll be okay. But what it points to a couple of things, right? So this guy, let's just have a look here. If we go underneath, we are running all 3 of them in here. 72, 63, and 43. So what I do think is maybe what we do is we supplement on this side with another one. Especially because it seems like this one over here might be a little bit over. And we're still planning on building a few things. So I'm kind of wondering, maybe we'll add an extra one right down here. Maybe we'll add an extra one over here that can overlap with kind of both of these a little bit. Well, actually, the overlap we need is on that side. But I guess this is not a bad spot to do another. So let's do that. Get that moving at the same time, kind of thing, right? So if we were to do, let's just see what we have from a pathing perspective. So I guess that's okay. We do want these guys to run straight through to the other side, right? Okay, I guess the plan is something like this, so that we put them together. Can I Okay. So we'll do that. My sound sounds a little bit funny to me. Hope you can hear it. You should be able to hear it. Well, let's just click on something. Okay. Anyway, let's let's figure out this first. It's a little bit more important. I think we should be able to get there with the heating pipe, right? Large underground heating pipe. And we just run it straight over here, please. Some infrastructure's in the way. If we go up there and we then go in... How come? No, don't do that. Go and tie it in there and we get it in there. So that should work, and that will give us some extra heating capacity from this side, which this should be fine. There should be some extra spare capacity to share. But that will kind of be the last one, right? So if we do that, and that's going to have to do it for us. Okay. So I think let us activate the construction. Sorry, something's in my throat there. Program of throat. And what we'll do is I think for the time being, we'll just go with a little path like this, right? Okay, now let's go above ground. So let's... I'm kind of tempted to pay for it. What's our finances like? No, maybe we shouldn't. Maybe we'll just assign it like usual. We'll get these guys to come and construct that straight away, because they should be able to do it pretty quickly. And I do think we are seeing, we are seeing the recovery here. I think what happened was maybe we ran out of workers for a bit, right? Coal is not a problem, but maybe we fell short on workers for some reason. So anyway, but this is, it is coming back in. And so the extra piece should be good to try and get all of that sorted out. Anyway, we're seeing new people move in, which means that we've got tons of workers ready to go. So we can bring a train into this area to try and do a little bit of work here. Of course, we also need to... Let's quickly have a look at who's building what in this area. So please build that. We're not building this at the moment. We're not building that. And the question would be, okay, can we bring in the helicopters to build this one at least? We need that. We need that. Let's get whoever we can to build all of these roads so that they're usable. And then we've got these additional storage areas in case we need them. But I guess we've got them on the outside of things, so it's not necessarily there. Building is without power. Okay, let's have a quick look at our infrastructure. Okay, so infrastructure still needs a little bit of construction activities going on. None of this is even connected, so let's try and quickly get them all connected. Okay, so with that in mind, we'll get we'll get all of this to get underway, and we need to do those as well. So more paths over here, please. Link those together and in there, and we'll assign these guys to build that as well. We need to do some more over here. Get them tied together and in here. I think that should be okay for now. And we'll get them assigned as well for some construction activities. So a lot of this still needs to kind of happen. But I guess that's getting us there. And then obviously what it means is we still need to do the distribution items as well. But anyway, we can make a start on that. We go underground. The other thing that we're missing at the moment is power. Power actually is here, but we can, of course, start the more construction here, right? So this is a rail production, right? Very keen to start all of these things up. We're going to do so much with this. This is going to be our kind of our export hub. So we'll start producing all kinds of stuff that we're going to export from here. So that's fine. We'll do that. What we do need to do, however, is just quickly have a look. We didn't do anything with regards to power. So let's quickly do a few power distribution items in here. So I'm guessing we'll do probably one like this. How much does each one of these actually generate from a power perspective? And what I want to do is I want to line these things up a little. Okay, so let's keep it going. Let's keep it going. Keep all of that going. This thing should be nice and full. Yeah, filling up over here, no problems. All of this should be nice and full, no issues on all of these things. Great. I'm hoping we're not running out of this. Yeah, we are at the moment. So that they're kind of closing out. But there's plenty of steel around, so that's pretty good. Now, I wanted to quickly come back and have a look at this factory here. So if we look at, say, anything here, right? So if we actually, let's just grab, what are we doing? Let's grab one of these open holes or something. So what do they need, right? They need steel, a little bit of plastic, a little bit of electronics, a little bit more of electronics. So steel is by far the big thing. And then it's mechanical components and then the other bits and pieces, plastics and electronics and fabrics. If we go and have a look at, say, what else do we build a lot of? Let's do maybe something a little bit more. Let's go with a snow plow, for instance. If we go snow plow, what does that look like? Steel. Yeah, so it's in the same kind of ratios, right? So very, only a minor amount of fabrics, a little bit more electronic components. But yeah, fabrics, absolutely nothing that we need. We're really into the mechanical components and steel. So that's really what we're after. Plastics. So if we look at, so forget about if we forget about the steel, because the steel is a separate area, right? Let's quickly work out what that kind of general piece is there. So if it's 0.68 plus 0.25 plus 1.7 plus 0.005, right? That is 2.6. Let's 2.635 tons. Let's say 2.6 tons, right? So if we say 1.5 divided by 2.6, that gives us 60%, right? That's almost 60%, just under 60%. And then 0.68 divided by 2.6 gives us 25. So 60 plus 25 plus 10 plus 5, I guess, right? That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go for that. 60, 25, 10, and 5, right? So what we want to do is we want to just include that ratio in here, right? So we're going to say for your storage, it's going to be 60. Oh, no, sorry. It's going to be 25, 60, 10, and 5. Yeah, there we go. So that is the ratio that we're going to use, and that should work reasonably well for us. Yeah, that should work reasonably well for us. Interestingly enough, it's kind of the same values on that. But I guess that should work well in terms of all of this. Can we copy these settings over? I'm not sure we can. Would love to just be able to copy these settings, right? Doesn't work. Anyway, we'll quickly do it at all of them then. It is going to be, 25, yeah, 60, 15, and 5. Right? There we go. No. What did we do here? 25, 60, 10, and 5. Hang on. Yeah. So we messed it up. That's why I wanted to copy it, right? So this is going to be 25, 60, 10, and 5, right? There we go. That's the one. We're going to do the same thing over here. It's going to be 25, 60, 10, 5. And the same thing is going to happen over here. And we're going to be... wrong, sorry. 25, 60, 10, 5. Perfect. So that should do that. What we obviously need in this area and what we're missing at the moment is a couple of distribution offices to kind of bring stuff in here. And what is this? This is, yeah, that's fine. Ooh, what we are missing is we don't have any proper garbage stuff here. guess we'll need to, let's have a quick look what we can do. Yeah, there's so many little bits and pieces that we kind of miss out on, right? So is this is the one? No. Is this the one? No, that's the one. Right? No, it's not that one. It's this one, right? Yeah, it is this one. Okay, so the plan is, right, if we do this, I think it could work, right? I think it can work by us doing it right here, right? So if we did that, it should pick up both of those. If hopefully they're not too problematic. So we'll do that, right? At the same time, what we're also going to do is we're going to grab a path like this, and I guess we could do. Oh, we can't actually go over the top. So now the question is, with that in mind, are we? Oh, we still can't see if it'll work or not. But I guess 133 is not quite a workable one for us, is it? 133 is a little bit outside of the reach of these facilities. I was thinking we're going to need another one. Well, we can't. Maybe we'll just get one each, right? Maybe we'll just get one each. So let's see if we can actually get one each. That's maybe a little bit more in line with what we should be doing. So I guess this one should work. Oh, over here it actually does work for both. Fine. We'll do that one there. And then I guess we won't be able to squeeze it in. Oh, we will. We will be able to squeeze it in here. Let's do that. And then this one should go in here, right? Perfect. So they all get their own, in which case we don't really need a lot of this stuff. So let's quickly go out and clear some of this out. So if we clear out this one, and what we instead do is say, let's build everything else, right? Okay. What I will also do is I will go ahead and just build these little road slithers because they are a pain to get built by our crews. I'll do that one as well while we're at it. Okay, so that gets built. So now the rest can kind of start building. There's a heating problem somewhere. Let's just double check we understand what that is. Yeah, this is okay. We know not everything is being heated. But while we're at it, let's maybe quickly have a look at our interior heating. Just switch it on. Again, this is dropping again, and is there a reason for it? Yeah, we don't have any workers, right? That's the reason for it. So where are our workers? So that's the issue, right? How many trains on this link? Canal District has got 2 trains onto it. So I guess the problem is we're not seeing the workers come in here. And that's what's causing it to drop. Right, so we potentially need an extra train on this line. But we don't have a train running this way, right? There's no trains coming this way. So I only have 2 trains on this line. And I thought there was more. I thought there were more. Let me quickly see. Is this the... Let me just double check. So how many trains actually run here? It's just the Canal District line. So I guess what I'm saying is we should add another train to the Canal District line. Okay, we should have a train available. Sorry about the flashing around thing over there. We should have a train available here. So this train can be assigned to the Canal District line, and we'll make a start, please. So go and do your thing on the Canal District line. What's happening with our train production? We've got another one here. Please move you over there. Okay. So as soon as we can get you over there, you can pop in. We are building additional trains, right? Yeah, we are. So anyway, we're making a move on that. Good stuff. Okay, so let's get an extra train on there because I think that may help us out also. Plus, hopefully, this guy is running reasonable amounts. So the moment we get the rest of this done, we could... Oh, Why is... Really? We have health risks here? Why? Hang on, let's just have a look. Which one are you? Which one are we talking about? You don't have... What? You don't have access to this? How come? We wanted some biological waste each, of course. And similarly over here. Biological waste. Let's just double check who can actually tie in there. Why is that the case? You're telling me this does not work? Let's just double check that. Oh, that's the issue. Okay, so now this is working. And then similarly, who can get in here? Really? Okay, and who can get over here? Okay, so you two are done. You three are done. And you three are done. So this one does not have access to anything. And so we'll have a bit of an issue here. And is there any way we could... Hang on. Do we have the ability to maybe tie it in on this side? Let's just double check if there's anything that we can do there. If we did that, right? Well, what we'll do is we'll do this. And we'll do that. And we'll pay for that. And the plan was to quickly double check. Can we get there now? We still can't get there. That's a bit of a bummer. And of course, on this side, you are not actually getting there either. Let me just double check all of this stuff is built. Oh, it's not built. Let's pay for that, please. And now let's try that again. Oh, yeah, now it's getting there. Okay, beautiful. So fix that issue. So anyway, that should be working now. Everybody is ready to go. So our next train, we can set up a train to start running into this direction. And I guess the plan would be that we run all of these stations, right? And you just kind of unload as you go, right? But what we do need in here to continue our journey, obviously we need to get power moving a little bit. And I haven't really figured out how much power we need, nor am I going to do the math on that. It's going to be one of these, right? Let's do this, right? So we'll make a start on that, and at the same time we'll do another one over here. Actually, maybe like that's better. So let's start work on getting things assigned to get constructed, please. Please get all of this stuff constructed for us. Yeah, lots of stuff here. We want to get moving on the water and sewage as well, of course, at some point. That should give us immediate power. Well, power immediately. And then the other thing I thought about, well, let's continue to build all of these roads, please. We want to make sure we're building all of this. Yeah, that's good. Let's get all of that built. And what we are keen on is getting a bit of a distribution office going. So let me quickly see. So let's just, before we... Well, I think it's too late now if we want to make any changes here. But yeah, so the idea was that we have reasonable accessibility. You gotta be kidding me. You are kidding. Oh, well, I can move it. That one I can move. That's not an issue. And we'll do that, and we'll do this, right? So all of that should work reasonably well, right? All good. Let's start that one. What we'll do is we'll get rid of this guy, and what we'll do is we'll just copy the other one, like so, and we will tie it in, hopefully in a place where it actually does fit. Click it. Wow, autosave, killing me, man, killing me. Okay, that's okay. So we can make a start on those pieces as well. We'll bring this road in here. We will tie that one in eventually. We'll tie this one in eventually, and then this one, I guess we'll have to kind of run to the opposite side of the tracks there. This one will have to do something like that, and then I guess this is a good spot for so we'll activate that, and then what we'll do is we'll put a distribution office in here. So let's go here. We'll grab ourselves a large, I would like a large distribution office. That's the medium one. Doesn't actually fit in there. But the big distribution office like this does not fit in there either. So I guess we can fit it on this side, right? No problems to do that. I think there's more than enough room capable of doing it. We obviously need to build all of this stuff. So I guess if we move it out a little bit, like something like this, means we may be able to squeeze in an extra one over here. Well, we can still do a lot of extra pieces there. So let's make a start on all of those items as well. So let's do that. Get that in place, and then let's just make sure. Don't pause it. Don't pause it. Let's just assign the construction all of these items as well. Get everything to start moving, please. That will be quite useful. This is slowly getting built. Okay. Okay, fine. Get that all done. Get that all done. The plan, what I wanted to double check on was just to see if we are seeing, yeah, this is looking much healthier. I wonder if it's due to the additional train now producing or allowing for lots of people to hang out. But I guess that has kind of resolved that major issue. So now we can start running the train over here at least. So let's bring in one of our new trains. We will at least give those workers a little something to do. Right, we've got one of them ready to go over here somewhere. Still winter because we've been pausing. Yeah. So let's grab this train, right? We'll give it a job. We'll say what's going to happen is you're going to start your journey over here, and then you're going to load up whatever you want. We don't want passengers, nor do we want tourists, nor do we want kids, right? We want workers. And then you're going to head off over in this direction there. I guess that's where we're kind of going to end it, right? Because we don't need to go any further than that. And then we'll go up here. So we'll extend that as we will. We'll unload over there, right? And we're unloading all of these guys, right? Wherever we can. Okay, perfect. So let us then view the line detail. And this is going to be the... I was starting to look at some names for places. But anyway, this is going to be... what is this area called? We need some names here. This was Lipkapol, right? So we'll just call this Lipkapol Industry Workers, right? Like, we'll just do something simple like that. We'll save it there and we'll say, yeah, make a start, send it out, do your thing. So at least we can start moving some people over here. What I wanted to check, yeah, okay. So let's quickly see. Have we signaled up this thing? So in case we have not, let's just double check we've got everything we need. Can come in. They can run in all the way there. Then they can start coming out. Pick up the people. Head on over across this way. Okay, so what I guess we don't have is we don't have multiple... Yeah, okay. So I guess what we'll want to do for the time being is do something like this, right? And what we'll do is this will have to be a double chain. So double chain it. Okay, so you go in there, and then from here, we would like you to say, yeah, it should be fine. That should be fine. Okay, perfect. So that should work. So the train will come over here and it will do its thing. Pretty sure it'll do its thing. Okay, beautiful. So we'll let that happen. Money's okay. Happiness is okay. We've managed to save the day over here. Let's quickly have a look. This was in like the last few episodes. We were struggling tremendously with this stuff. These guys are working their butts off to try and get through this. So this is a little bit under pressure. These guys are doing just fine. The rest is doing just fine. Okay. Let's head on over here to see what's happening on this side of things. The new town here, which we'll name in the next episode. So if you still wanted to sneak in a name suggestion, now would be the time. I will be naming it in the next episode. Okay. would love to see... Okay, let's speed things along. Would love to see all of this stuff just getting built and done. They're all working. All of this stuff is working. Oh, we've got a department store ready to go. It wouldn't be powered at the moment, so we still need to do some power and water infrastructure, right? We've got the main kind of distribution connections done. Okay, so can we wanted to have a bit of a look at construction crews. Lesser can't do that. So we need to pop out of here and just have a quick look. If we pick up this, right, we can see immediately who still needs to be given access to be able to do the construction thing, right? So let's do that. Let's try and get all of these things that we can build. Now let's get them all built, right? Yeah, there. Okay. There. Over here. Over there and over there. Okay. Be good if we do that. Then obviously what we need to do is we need to then start looking at some other bits and pieces. Okay, so now Lesa is in fact ready to go. So let's make sure we are constructing. We're missing a little slither there. And did we not extend beyond that? Interesting. If we go underground, what are we planning? Oh, that section's already built. Did we build it by helicopter? Must be that be what we've done. Okay, so we'll do that. Make a start over there. Now let's also get all of this stuff constructed. Get our water. Well, we need the power to get the water flowing. Okay, so we need a few spots in here. That's not ready to go. Okay, so let's go back. You need to tie you in. You have been tied in. You need to tie you in. We can obviously do that a little bit differently in the future. You wanted to... Oh, you are tied in? Yeah, that's okay. This is happiness are low. We'll need to have a quick look at that. That could be a problem. That could be a problem. Did we... Yeah, we did tie you in. And then what we can do is we can tie you in over here, right? Okay, so now let's quickly just... go back underground. I do want to do that and then just see. If we grab... Lesa, I just want to see. So if I did this now, that should be okay. We did this. Yeah, all of those are now tied in. This side. And I guess we haven't quite done it all the way out this way yet. So let's do this, and we'll do that. Right, that should be the end of that. Let's, Lesa? No, Lesa. Here we go. Tie that one, get that one going, get that one going. Okay, beautiful. So let's go here. Let's quickly see who has the issue. Which one? This one? Why? What's the issue now? Must be water. Not water, not heat, not water. Really? So is it food? Without a job, food seems to have been an issue for someone. Is it heating? Is it water? Let's quickly have a look. It may be heating. It's definitely not heating. Heating over here is a little bit more of an issue. Even they are... So is it food? It has to be food then, right? If it's not heating, it has to be food. Food is available. Food is available. Food is readily available. So it should not be food. Is it meat? It may be meat. It's also not meat. So why are you guys so unhappy then? Citizen visit a tavern, electronics, fine. But if we just grab someone, right? What are your 46% happy? Why? Food, sports. Couldn't get sports. Okay. We can do something about that. Okay, you're struggling with food and meat and electronics. Okay, but that's okay. So in the last day, culture, drink alcohol, visit doctor, but could get everything you wanted, right? Drink alcohol. I think they're okay, really. So let's see. Maybe we're just a little bit low on the cultural activities. But I mean, cultural and sport. I mean, but they're getting a very good rating. I mean, sport is available right over here. Culture may be a little bit less available. All right. We might be a little bit low on the culture in this area. Police. Interesting. Why is this? Let's just see. Oh, sorry, didn't want to do that. So if we look at this guy, where can you pick up? You're picking up from the police station here. So you also from the police station and other facilities. So maybe a cultural building in this area could be useful. But we already have this sports dynamo thing, and it has no access to it has, right? So while that is overfilled, you do have access to whatever you need. So, okay, let's get a cultural building in here. We'll make a start on a cultural building. It seems a little awkward that they're telling us we've got an issue there. So culture, what can we do? We do a cinema, but we can also do something like a library or a house of culture. Not opposed to squeezing in a house of culture, something like this, right? Yeah, you should get everything you need from over here. So let's do that. We'll get a house of culture going over there. And what we'll do is we will tie that up like so. And what we'll also do is we'll do a little path like that. We'll pay for, we'll pay for all of these and all of those. And actually, we'll just build this one as well. I know we shouldn't, but I just want to see if that does help things out a little. Staff is still missing, but should be arriving any time now. We could give them a little bit more in terms of connectivity. That should be a problem, right? There we go. Let's make sure we grab that. We'll pay for that. The House of Culture is immediately quite popular under the visitors. So hopefully people will get a little bit happier. Yeah, happiness is already looking a little bit better. It's not under 50 anymore, but obviously want to keep an eye on that. This police station, it still seems so much crime to be dealt with. We need to maybe add some more police stations to the mix. Okay. So we've picked up on a few of those items. Okay, I guess we'll slowly get all of these things built, right? There's still a lot to be built here. I think I'm going to leave that episode there. Let's quickly go back and just see what's happening with our new terrain. Ooh, there's a traffic jam. Snowplow traffic jam. Don't think that's a big deal for now. This section is getting built, so we should have all of these people fairly happy, but they are obviously waiting on some place to work. And from here, where can they go? Did we... Hang on. I can't actually see anything, right? So we didn't have any accessibility to that. Right? Hang on. Let's just double check it. Oh, so we ended up not doing it at all. Okay, so what I'm thinking is we tie in on that side. We can. And we tie in on this side, and then they can use all of this to get to places, right? So that's okay. Let's quickly do those tunnels. Pedestrian tunnel. Some other infrastructure is in the way, huh? I want to make it as tight as possible. Right, so I wanted to do something like this. And then similarly, we'll do the same thing over here, right? So if we go down, we did this. Hopefully that's okay, right? Can we before we build it, can we just quickly have a look at what our travel distances are? Wow, we can get to those 2 factories, and I think that should be good enough. We don't need to serve everybody from the same spots, right? We don't need to do that. But if anything, if we wanted to, we needed to tie these guys in. Yeah, it's a little bit of a challenging one. What's the cost of that? Whoa, they're pretty pricey. I guess what we'll do is we'll start the construction activity here, and we'll get the Liverpool crews to come and build them, but they can't build them. Okay, so because they can't build them, we'll pay for them. Okay, and at some point we'll do the other side as well. But at least the train is now running. This train should have more people coming in and out of this way. This should be looking reasonably good all the time. Just wanted to see how we're doing on some of these items. Seems okay. Electronics and electronic components are available here. If we look at this one, electronics and electronic components not available. So we're struggling a little bit to get these things up. We're missing on plastics again, really. And do we have plastics available here? Yeah, there's plastics available. And over here. So someone's supposedly bringing in the plastics. Okay. This is not quite, still not quite comfortable with the setup here, but at least things are starting to move now. This should have, a reasonable drain there. And all good. These are filling up a little bit, and I'm a little worried that it's because of the same thing where we've got some compost or something in there that needs to be resolved. Excellent. We've got another train, another one coming in. We're building stuff everywhere. Okay, good. Okay, guys, I'm gonna leave it there. We'll continue again in the next episode. Slowly, we get everything done. This game is so involved. I do enjoy it. It really challenges you to make sure you've got everything going for it. Now, again, I will be naming these areas in the next episode. So do get your suggestions in if you do want to give them. Okay, I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.